Hi, this is Joseph from The Healthy Marriage, and in this short video, I want to talk about signs that you might be the problem in your relationship. Well, listen, I understand that no one wants to think that they're the real problem when there's conflict in your marriage or in your relationship. But self-evaluation is healthy so that we can identify the core issues and address them so we can move forward. So to help you evaluate if you're letting your internal conflicts affect your marriage, here are 3 things to look out for. Number 1, out of frustration and insecurity, you find yourself starting arguments with your spouse. Listen, there's a good question we need to ask ourselves, and it's this: who initiates most of the fights or most of the arguments in your marriage? Hopefully your marriage is not one that's plagued by constant conflict. But if there are frequent arguments, who initiates them? If it's you, the next question is, are they legitimate? Are there real issues that keep coming up over and over that cause constant conflict in your marriage? Or are you just frustrated with life in general? You know, knowing the real reason why you argue is as important as knowing how to stop arguing. You cannot solve a problem if you misdiagnose the real issue. Number 2, you find yourself pouting over issues that are minor and unimportant. You know, this is an indication of being self-absorbed. Your focus is mostly on how you feel, what you want, and what you're not getting mainly. It's counterproductive, and it will not create a solution. It's a sign that your internal conflict, those inner issues, are disguising themselves as external conflicts. Number 3, you think you're no longer interested in improving your marriage. And I specifically use the term think because it's probably not how you really feel. Internal conflicts that are not resolved color our perspective on all aspects of life, especially close relationships. In other words, when we're in turmoil on the inside, we either project that onto our relationship and we think our marriage is the real problem, or we allow that inner struggle to become the lens through which we view all of life. Someone wisely said, if all you have is a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail. Maybe you've heard that. Well, this happens when conflict comes in a relationship. We see every issue through our own inner picture, the hammer. And so we approach it the same way, hitting it with the nail or hitting the nail with the hammer. We never find solutions because we keep hitting the nail with the proverbial hammer. In other words, we keep trying to fix the relationship when the real issues are internal, inside of us. So here's a life rule you need to know. You will never have the marriage you desire until you become the person you need to be. Life works from the inside out. When you change your internal image, your external marriage will follow suit. So how can we work on these inner issues that tend to sabotage our relationship? Well, here are 2 things you can do to start the process of resolving those issues. This is only the starting point, but it is a great place to start. Number 1, be real with yourself. Facing yourself head on is not easy, but it's essential if you want to heal, improve your relationship, and move forward instead of staying stuck. Being real means you stop blaming things on other people or events outside of your control. It means you own your life by identifying the thoughts, the feelings, and the beliefs you have internally. Boy, this is so crucial. Let me say that again. It means that you own your life by identifying the thoughts and the feelings and the beliefs you have internally. A good way to start doing this is by writing down every negative thought, every negative feeling, and the beliefs that you have. I realize this can be tedious and it's a lot of work. But if you have inner battles that control your life, you need to put in the effort so that you can identify those beliefs. So jot them down. When you think a thought or you have a negative reaction, write it down so you can study it and evaluate it. Look at them as things instead of seeing them as you. In other words, realize those thoughts are things you can change. We often identify with our thoughts or feelings, and they become so intertwined that we begin to think of ourselves in terms of those emotions. But really, we need to realize that they're thoughts and feelings and emotions that can change. The beginning point is to get real and identify the negative things in your head. Number 2, talk openly with your spouse about these things. Being vulnerable is a path to restoration. It builds trust, acceptance, and bonding love when you share your inner life with your partner. This might be challenging for many men and women, but it can have a huge reward in creating deeper intimacy in your relationship. Your marriage and your partner specifically should be the one place where you can be most open and most transparent. It's not just about not keeping secrets. It's about opening your life so your spouse can enter. Now, when you open your life to your spouse, you'll find that they are the true partner in marriage to help you both create the relationship you desire. I hope this helps you begin that journey of dealing with internal beliefs, those beliefs that may be holding you back and keeping you from the marriage that you desire. Listen, it's only the beginning place, but I encourage you to start here. For more information, check out our other articles and toolkit at thehealthymarriage.org.